Hello there, everyone. It is Justin, your Eagle Skipper, here with episode 2 of Journey to the Top, starting with Darlington FC. Yes, we have been pretty busy here. We've just finished our preseason schedule, and it was just a bad preseason. I messed around with tactics and had a bunch of people in and out of the club. Dynamics not completely ruined, but there was a lot of movement, and I guess we'll just go ahead and start with our transfer history. And these fellas right here these transfers were already done when we got here. I guess we started off by signing a bunch of people from that scouting meeting that we ended up doing on the last episode. And first up was Henry Ognubi, formerly of Burnley and Man City. He's going to be primarily a right winger for us, and our coaches seem to think he could star in Sky Bet League One in the future. So we're gonna be looking forward to that, hopefully. I'm gonna save this guy for the last because he's our best one right here. We got Jake Kenyon we're signing in from Bolton and Man United. Good physicals, pretty pacey. Has been playing out on the wing as also as a wing back. Not very good determination, not very good mentals, but pretty fast. Good, so got some potential as well. Next up, we got Denison Cavallo, a Brazilian attacking midfielder, can play across the board, but he's left-footed, and he'll suit up on across the board wherever we need him. He's got decent all-round stats, no real weaknesses, no real strengths, just a good body to have in the team. Next up, we brought in a defender, Max Broughton, formerly of Marine in the lower leagues. Has spent some time at Salford and Bolton in the past. Just needed a replacement for our 36-year-old vice captain, and he's definitely got some pace to him. Just looks like an all-around good little center back. He comes in as our second best center back, I believe, if we look at our coach reports. Yep, just behind him. I disagree. I think Nicky Hunt is about 3-star and Broughton is a 4-star fully. But yeah, he's gonna be pretty crucial to our success. Next up, we've got Daniel Atherton, former Marine Liverpool goalkeeper. He just had some decent stats, and we needed some cover at goalkeeper. He's going to be sharing the load with the guy who was already here, Salterton, I believe. And then on the outs, we got some money in from Jarrett Rivers. He was never really going to play that much for us, and like as you can see here, cleared up £600 a week to spend on other people, and we brought in £2,000. Not too bad. We also let Jordan Watson go. He could be a decent left back, but we've got several left backs now on the team, and he wasn't ever going to play in center back. And again, another £300-400 plus a little fee we got for him. It's pretty nice. And then Reese Armstrong, he was a non-contract player, never anywhere close to the team. Just decided to let him go. Now I'm going to show you Paul Gilbert, our first region he generated without a club. And my goodness, look at his physicals. He's going to be our starting left back at 16 years old. Just turned 16 a couple months ago, right before the start of the save. Yeah, he's going to be pretty key. So yeah, we drew Stafford in the FA Cup second qualifying round, and we're going to be playing them and Fylde later. As you can see, we played Fylde earlier. Drew 1-1. Luke Charman scored right as the whistle blew, right before the whistle blew, really. But yeah, let's see who we got playing for Stafford today. We're gonna go with Saltmer in goal. The 21-year-old was here at the club. Decent all round. He saved a penalty against Sunderland, so we're gonna give him the nod based off of that. And then we're gonna go with Gilbert as our left back. We're gonna let our Nicky Hunt, 37 years old, play from the start. He's not gonna go very long. He's got good fitness and stamina, but his physicals are deteriorating. We'll bring someone off the bench before too long. We're going with new guy Broughton. Other old man McMahon, who is also our head of youth development, which I found out a few minutes ago. And he's got some decent crossing, and physicals haven't completely disappeared, but he's going to be starting out on the right. Wheatley, our captain, is going to be our starting ball-winning midfielder, holding down the center. We've got Reed here on the left side of midfield, just going to be playing of a sort of support little role. Got Carvalho, he's going to be our advanced playmaker. Campbell's going to start out on the left. He's put up a bit of a grumpy, doesn't really like me, doesn't really want to score for me, so we'll see how long he keeps his place in our team. And then Henry Ognubi picked up a bit of a knock during preseason, hasn't made the past few games, but we're going to give him the start. May have to take him off for fitness sakes. And then Charman is going to be leading the front, though Maguire had a much better preseason. Charman, we're just going to give him the chance to play as a target man because he likes to flick it on to other people. But without further ado, let's jump into the game. Some of them like it, some of them don't. Let's just keep going. The dressing room. Let's assertively tell them that they should win this game. Tell them that I have faith in them. I don't know what happens, but whenever I have faith in the strikers, everybody loses their niceness. So I'm just not going to speak to the strikers anymore. Maybe a bug. All right, McMahon, Wheatley, got it out on the right, bringing it in, and Charman, very clinical with that shot. Just skipped past the keeper. Nice little passing play by the team. Reed with a huge killer through ball gets it to Charman, and boys, couldn't ask for a better start. Haven't had a very good last few games, and now when the matches actually count, the goals are starting to go in. And that is our first goal of the season for the club, and there is our second goal of the season, again from Charman. Another long-range effort from our target man. I tell you, he was not doing good when we played him as an advanced forward, but we switched him over to target man, and I don't like playing with the target man, but he can play. Yeah, things starting to ease up a little bit after a really quick start to the game. Yeah, I really don't like how we don't see exactly how much energy they have. It seems like they have full energy until all of a sudden they're in the red. And Charman, as we're talking about energy, he just says, you know what, I'm going to score my third goal of the game, hat trick to start off the season. Wow, 137 years. At this rate, that's how many goals Charman is going to have by the end of this year. Charman, I want to learn your first name. What is your first name, buddy? Luke Charman. Luke Charman once again in behind the defense, but they're finally starting to realize that they might need to pay attention to him. Got the corner anyways, and they deal with it pretty handily. I really do need to set up a corner tactic. I'm going to do that in between these two games. And time is ticking along. We're about to reach halftime. Got any good insights for us? Not really. They just said we're doing good, and they're starting to get complacent. So I'm going to point my finger and say, don't get complacent. Things can turn around, and how true that is, and our entire bench is complacent. That's not good. I say this a lot, but it's really not very good. Hunt is able to get it out to McMahon, who's searching, is able to find Ognubi. He gets it back to McMahon. Finds Wheatley. They're just kind of slowly kicking the ball around. Can't complain too much. Campbell. Adam Campbell, I don't know what. He must be the opposite of camera shy. He only wants to score when we put him on camera. I'm not going to complain though, because that's a 4-0 lead for us, and we're just gonna let this game tick right along and just hope this is a really good improvement to our morale. McMahon, what you doing there, buddy? What you doing? Oh no. Oh, Justin Courtney scores. See, I haven't let Saltner there. I can't even click on him because he's right in the middle of celebrating defenders. That's not very good. But Saltner hasn't played the past couple games, so he's losing a little bit of sharpness. That's my mistake, but here we are on the attack once again. McMahon wants it over the top, finds Charman. Charman. I don't care if it's disallowed or not. That's a good goal. That is a good goal. Beat the keeper at the near post. Lineman. I'm calling the lineman, but here we go. Houston throws it in formation. I don't know why I'm saying their name. That just means that they're going to score off of this one. Hunt says, no, you don't have faith in me. Don't think I can get the job done. But here I do. I'm going to do a really good job. And Ognubi puts it across for Chapman. Sorry, Charman. I mean, he scores 4 goals a game every game this season. I better learn how to say his name. Superb assist out from the touchline right there. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Let's get some... Okay, Charman, I know you want to keep going, but I'm going to get Maguire in. Maguire, I know you are much better as an advanced forward than as a target man. I mean, star ratings don't say that, but you score a lot better. Ognubi, you've done well, but I want you to keep playing for us, so I'm gonna take you off for now. And you know, Nicky Hunt is doing a lot better with fitness than McMahon. I'll bring on Atkinson. We'll see if that can do something. Oh my gosh, how did we not score there? The keeper fell down on the job. All right, Sousa goes up to take the corner. I'm telling you, I need to set that corner tactics because he would have known that that's a stupid place to kick the ball to. But nope, here we go. We're gonna keep going until they cut away. Keeper kicks the ball up. Atkinson running down the sideline gets it back to Sousa. The two subs. Goodness gracious, can't get my words out today. Linking up, and Campbell, they're just tossing it to either side, seeing if anything can open up. Wheatley gets a nice little pass out to Campbell. Campbell back to Gilbert. Paul Gilbert getting our first touch on camera. And that play just ended right there with Campbell not doing a good... Oh, no, it didn't end. It didn't end. Come on, cut away, cut away. Hunt continuing to show why he is still considered the key man. Okay, that was way offside. There we go. Thank you. I like this. No, wait, that's the bad lineman. No, that's the good lineman, because the bad lineman's back there. Yeah. Alright, well, this is nearing the end of the game. I would put it on the park the best of the tactic, but, 5-1 up, doesn't really matter. They're not going to come back anyways. Yeah, and nice little chart here. Decent performance. And praise them. Good win, boys. Well done. They're all inspired and motivated, and that is exactly what I want to see. Look at that. Steam achievement for hat trick. You can't see it, but I can. And yeah, the Quakers meet their expectations with this dominant win. I can't agree more. Well, if they'll let us continue, yeah. Good performance from Charman, scoring 4 goals in the course of that game. 30-minute hat trick. McMahon impresses on his debut, and so did everybody else. We received a little chunk of change. Pay for a couple salaries. That's good. Charman, man of the match, completely deserved. And yeah, we'll come back when we get to the next game. Before we get into the second game of this episode, I wanted to go ahead and show you the final season preview before the start. As you can see, the team we're facing today, Filed, is expected to finish first. We're up to 4th. We started out at 5th or 8th, depending on where you looked. But we have been as high as 2nd. But Boston and York have both got in some loans. I wasn't able to find any good ones through my general manager. He only wanted me to. The only one he could find was a goalkeeper worse than the one we had, and I'm not gonna pay somebody to be on loan. That's not good enough. But anyways, our key players I identify: Jake Kenyon, Luke Charman. We already know that. I think I'm gonna give Kenyon the start today. We'll go ahead and go into our tactical meeting. Go to our team selection. Yeah, as I was saying, we'll give Kenyon the start over Gilbert. We're gonna have him not be on the bench. We're gonna have Sousa. We'll have Sousa be on the bench. I should have picked this before you guys came in. I think we'll go with this right here. So as you can see, we got Saltmer in goal, a back four of Kenyon, Hunt, Broughton, and McMahon. In the midfield, we've got Wheatley and Reed, along with Carvalho up in attacking midfield. Out on the wings, we got Campbell and Ognubi. And up at the top, we got our target man extraordinaire, Mr. 4-goal a game, Luke Charman. So let's get started on this game, and hopefully we'll do something a little bit better than the last time we played Filed. Played him during the preseason. We used our 4-4-2, and we tied 1-1. Very boring game. Hopefully this is a good one. We got nothing to lose. I don't like how they don't let the assistant coach do the individual player talks. I used to do that all the time on previous games. But let's get going. They kicked off, didn't even show us the kickoff. I hope that's a good sign. Don't know if it is. But we are in this very, very light green. Charman gets it back to Ognubi. Wow, we very quickly get it in. Oh! Campbell hits the post. I can hear it ringing through the thousands of miles between me and wherever this is taking place. I don't know if this is a home or away game. Probably should have took note of that before we start. Luke Hunt, is that his name? Nicholas Hunt, excuse me. Getting the yellow card this early is not a good sign, but he's very experienced, and I trust him to give a good show of himself. So we'll give him some time, maybe take him off later. McMahon with the corner. I did finally, hit the crossbar. I did finally change the corner instructions, so we've got our two center backs attacking the post on either side. Just a little simple play. I may fill around with it as the games go by, see what works, see what doesn't. But I am very happy with it. Look at this. Inspired and motivated. Let's get out there on the second half and hopefully score us that one goal to win us. I think I'm going to be taking Campbell off. He's starting to lose some fitness. I'm going to take Hunt too. He's played 2 games in a row. There's only 3 days or 2 full days in between these games, so we'll have to keep watch of our players. Oh, Danny Philliskirk with a nice goal from the edge of the area. Not much you can do from that, except for the keeper, who should have caught that. That's what you're supposed to do with that, especially when it starts off as our highlight. They stole our highlight from us. Let's see if we can be a little bit more clinical. Oh! Luke Charman, very close. Just wide of the post. And Kenyon gets it tossed into Campbell. Kenyon up to Carvalho. Carvalho finds Kenyon with some space. Chooses to find a cross. And there's nobody there, but Wheatley is able to pick up the clearance, and Carvalho into McMahon, and Ognubi, so close from our right winger. Let's give it a few more minutes, then we'll bring on some fresh legs across the field. Let's take Campbell off for Sousa. Does it show? He's right-footed, should be okay. Anybody else? Sean Reed. Let's bring David Atkins on. And we'll give Charman a few more minutes to get his 4 goals. But when we're down like this, everybody's losing fitness. McMahon wants the far post for Hunt, and he is a little bit older. He has getting a bit tired on a yellow card. At the end of this highlight, I'm going to take him off in place of our center back. Ooh, very close to going in. Nicky Hunt, sorry buddy. Story, that's who it is. We'll bring Story in just to get him some good game experience out on the left side of the defense. And Kenyon, nice little ball over the top, except it didn't go over the top because they sniffed that one out. I like him to be running down a little bit better, showing a little bit more work ethic. But Carvalho with a nice little catch. Wheatley out wide to Atkinson. Finds into Charman. Charman, need you to be a little bit more further forward, because if there's nobody to flick it onto, there's no point in flicking it on. Ooh, Charman with a nice header, just wide. Let me demand more from the team, see if that wakes them up. Nope, got a frowny face from Wheatley. Normal purple face from everybody else. And we end up losing our first game of the season to Filed. I'm not going to tell them because that always doesn't work. I'll just say we were the underdogs. McMahon was demotivated, but everyone else is inspired. Decent enough team talk, and we'll hit continue a few times. Look at our schedule, see where we will be taking up next time. Alright, so in between the two games, we got our third qualifying round draw against Bamber Bridge. Don't think I'm going to show you that game. They haven't put the stats on here, but they're at the same level as Stafford, and even though it's really fun watching Charman score 4 headers a game, I'll skip that one. I'm going to show you the York-Hereford game, unless we get another FA Cup draw that looks like it'll be a little bit more competitive. So we'll see you at the end of October, about a month's time. Got a bunch of games until then, but we'll look forward to seeing you then. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you'd like to continue to follow our story here as we look to start from the bottom and journey to the top, leave a like, subscribe, put in a comment if you'd like to be featured as one of our youth intake players when that hits around March time. I'd love to put anybody in who'd like to be here. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.